Welcome to Free Beer Friday, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
Hey, it's Free Beer Friday. We're at Summit, and we got Aaron and Josh from Small Brewpub. So yeah, join us. See what happens. We'll talk some more, right, guys? Yeah. See you down the bottom. Yeah, down the bottom. All right, go.
Guys, welcome back again, Free Beer Friday. I'm Ben, your host, Bearded Monk. I've got Aaron and Josh with me from Small Brewpub. I've got Kaylin with me from Summit, where we are right now. How about that? Yeah. So, we're doing a little bit of climbing, a little bit of drinking tonight. Climbing, and then now we're drinking. And hence, you're being so good right now. Yeah, cheers. Cheers to that. Bloop. Hey, there you go. Yeah, you can drink later after the climb. Yeah, totally. Well, okay, so guys, you brought out some brews for us tonight. I want to get a little bit into Small Brewpub. Where did y'all all meet? How did this get started?
Yeah. So Josh and I met in East Dallas, where we both kind of came. We first moved to Dallas, in East Dallas about 10 years ago or so. Yeah, and so like most of our really good friends in Oak Cliff right now, we were kind of brought together with music.
Right on.
House parties
that goes well
and
house
shows
that.
and house parties were like a really big deal to us socially. That even if we didn't play necessarily in bands or anything, that was just where people like us like to hang out. And so, I just remember a couple specific houses that were known for having really good shows on the weekends, and it was underground and just really fun. So, yeah, that's where Josh and I met. Fast forward a little bit, Josh and another really good friend of his.
You want to chime in on this, too? Y'all keep talking.
Yeah, so Josh and Dan were talking.
We got to talking after dinner one night, probably six, 7 years ago. Just being like, we should start something. You know, like we've been working in the industry for quite a while, and Dan and I had a conversation about, hey, we should do a small music venue or bar or something along these lines after dinner. And Aaron ended up joining the conversation right about then as well. So.
Yeah, and so Josh and Dan were talking about basically starting a bar and music because that was near and dear to their hearts. I had kind of came out of a business that I had started that went okay, but I was like kind of alienated from it. And so I was really, really wanting to start a brewery. That was just like I became obsessed with home brewing. I became obsessed with beer. And so that was what I felt like Dallas needed. And by then we had both moved to Oak Cliff because that was the place to get cheap rent at the time. And we felt, or it was at the time, but
not anymore.
Yeah, so Josh and I found a duplex. He was on one side and I was on the other. Had a big backyard, had a really nice aluminum can of a workshop shed in the back, and so I set up like a small semi-automated brewing system and just started brewing a lot of beer.
I think about 15 gallons at a time, like 15 gallons.
Yeah, small batches. So. And we started inviting people over pretty much every Monday night, which is like an industry night. So bartenders and servers and stuff would be off so they could come and hang out with us, which was most of our friends, I guess, probably, service industry. And so, yeah, we were having a lot of fun, brewing a lot, experimenting with recipes. At this time, there's maybe 2 or 3 other guys we were formulating a business plan with. And we would brew probably 3-4 batches a week, and we would probably blow through 3 half barrels every Monday. Just like giving it away, of course, so it wasn't that hard to do. But yeah, it eventually built into a thing where we were ready to look for real estate and sign a lease and go ahead and source some equipment and go through all the necessary business steps to getting federal licenses, state licenses, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, took us a few years.
It did, yeah. We worked from the backyard to the concert series we did, and it was probably 2 years at least before we even started construction on the space. And we actually built everything ourselves. Aaron and another business partner, Primo, built a brew setup, and we tiled and painted and cut all the wood, milled the wood, actually for everything in the space as well. So a lot of effort put into that.
I get it. Man, I gotta say that brewery is beautiful. That place is absolutely beautiful. So cheers to that for sure.
Thank you very much. No, not at all.
I gotta interject there.
Appreciate it. So we did that, and then we finally got open December 9th of 2014 after, like I said, probably about 2 years of building it out and building patronage. And
yeah, about 8 months of construction, which wasn't too bad, but it felt like forever.
Okay.
So,
yeah. And what, All right, so what's coming up next? Like what? You've got the beer, you've got the restaurant. I think you're pretty well recognized in the Dallas scene. Like what? Right? I mean, is that an understatement or what? Really?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know.
Oh man, I think so many people in Dallas know who you are. It reaches out to us in Denton, so I'm sure all of DFW for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think Denton actually looks for stuff, whereas in Dallas, looks for stuff creative and interesting, and in Dallas, it's a little harder to get noticed if you're small.
Really?
I do feel that way. Maybe it's a personal thing, but yeah, we find that we get attention from even small West Texas towns sometimes. We're seeking out interesting beer. And so,
an interesting atmosphere, interesting food, because that is a unique spot you have for sure.
Thanks.
It's all encompassing.
Yeah, so we focus a lot on the experience at the Brewpub. Like that's like always been our dream, is to provide like food, drink, like hospitality, really. Like that's like the main thing, is to be comfortable in our space and have a good time. Like the beer, the food, everything else is just part of that. The decor, whatever we built, like whatever. So yeah, that's it. From here, like we're just trying to brew as much beer as sell as much beer as we can in the tap room. Josh came on, like transitioned from front of house and kind of like management into an assistant brewer role in the fall. And so
Chime in on that if you need to.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. You know, I've been serving and bartending for 10 years. So moving into a production role has been actually, personally a really enjoyable thing. Like showing up and brewing a beer and working on a kind of task-based thing. And I think it's been really good for the business. And I think I feel like myself and Benj and Aaron, we've really matured. I feel like I've matured in the business as well. Like we're all like in our place in the business.
Yeah, as much as we kind of knew about, I knew a little bit about like owning my own business coming into it, and Josh and Benj, a couple of the other founders knew a ton about just general hospitality and service, kind of veteran bartenders and servers. Even though we had a ton to learn about the industry in general and running a business like what we wanted to be. So yeah, we're 3 years in it, but we still feel like this year's our kind of our first like past the learning curve type year. Yeah. We do feel that way.
Well, you talk about Benj. You talk about Benj. That man, he was when we came down. What was that, like a month or so ago? He was fantastic. That's his house, man. Yeah, that was pretty fantastic on the customer service.
Benj is our GM, so he manages.
Oh yeah, give us the rundown on everybody.
Yeah, so I'm the head brewer, and kind of do a lot of the creativity with the recipes, and then Josh helps me execute. And but more than that, we kind of share the load. I mean, Josh does payroll duties. Benj manages the back of house team. He does prep for the kitchen once a week. Like I pay the bills. We spread it all out, and we like it. It's pretty fun with Josh and Benj and I there day to day. But Benj is the guy behind us having cocktails. I mean, we have a weird thing because we're a brewery restaurant. We have liquor, we have cocktails, but because we're in Oak Cliff, it kind of made sense for the business, and so that's what we did, and we're really happy to do so because I love cocktails just as much as beer, really. Or almost.
You can get a lot of experimentation in cocktails as well, like what we're seeing in the beer world. Yeah. Well, okay. So what are we drinking tonight at Summit? Okay, what do we got?
So we brought 2 beers. We brought the.
You just gotta say hi.
We brought kind of the most popular beer, which is the Black Pepper Pils.
Right on.
It's like kind of been around since the backyard like days for us experimenting a lot, and it's a really
Isn't that
simple.
something Denton understands? Drinking in a backyard.
Yeah,
Exclusively that.
Exclusively that. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so Black Pepper Pils.
Black Pepper
yeah.
Pils, and that's just like an easy drinking beer. It's a Pilsner base, but it has a little bit of rye malt in it, and it's spiced kind of like a wit beer, but it has black peppercorns and a little bit of Szechuan as well, orange peel, coriander. So it ends up being really nice and enjoyable with food and just easy drink in general. What we are drinking right now is what we call the moderated IPA.
I'm sorry, you won't know this till later.
I'm really tempted to just give up on climbing and get a beer now. Like the more you guys talk about it, I'm like, climbing's stupid.
I
Maybe I should
generally
just drink.
have at least a beer before I climb.
All right, so
Oh, yeah. So this is moderated IPA. This is kind of a fun beer. It's very inspired by some of the East Coast stuff that's come out in the last couple of years. I've become decent friends with Tired Hands in Philly. And
Right on,
they're
man.
a big,
Right on.
huge inspiration on hoppy beers and general business model, actually, for us. But this is a really soft mouthfeel. It's got some wheat in it, and it just utilizes one hop called Equinaut, which is kind of like citrusy, tropical, spicy, and it's really fun. So it's really minimal on the bitterness and kind of high on the flavor and aroma. That's the goal.
Heavy on the flavor, man.
Yeah,
That's so nice.
So, anyways, it's cloudy, and that's the hip thing. But the cloudiness is just kind of a byproduct of us searching for like a soft mouthfeel and a juicy hop flavor. So,
right on.
Yeah,
right
that's
on.
that one.
Well, okay, so we've got these beers tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have going on at the brewery next?
So that's the fun
Like,
thing.
You got some crazy
so
stuff
we
coming
distribute a couple of our core beers, which is like the Black Pepper Pils, and we have the Underdog IPA, and it's really fun. But
I texted a bunch of guys that own bars in town to like double check on the draft list real quick, because I keep seeing Black Pepper Pils and Underdog all
we're
over town.
brewing a decent amount of that, but
Oh yeah, there's something on at East Side right now.
Oh, awesome.
I'm guessing it's Black Pepper.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So at the Brewpub right now, we're getting ready for a event in a couple weeks called Dark Matter. It's the first one that we've done, but the idea is to basically form this weird constraint around barrel-aged coffee beers, which is like kind of bizarre, but it's really fun as a brewer because we get to pair up with some really good coffee roasters in the city. So we picked 4 coffee roasters and 4 different breweries in Dallas.
Coffee and booze.
I'm into it. My 2 favorite things, coffee and beer.
Exactly. Yeah. Barrels, coffee, beer. Yeah. So each of them, those pairs, which were just drawn out of a hat, is responsible for bringing 2 beers to the party. And so we'll have 8 beers on tap.
So this wasn't like you didn't go out and find the beers to buy.
No.
This is
we
brand
planned
new...
this like 10 months ago with all these guys and had them come over to the
that's
Brewpub
awesome.
and said, like, this is what we want to do. You guys made it this far. Like, hopefully you'll go all the way with us. And so we...
Right on.
Yeah. So we've got Collective Brewing Project out of Fort Worth coming out.
Yeah.
Intrinsic and Garland.
We love Ben Wood and
Yeah, man. Those
Mike
guys
and
are fucking
Ryan very
killer.
much. Yeah. And then, sorry, who else?
Intrinsic and Garland.
Oh, right on.
Carrie
Yeah.
and all those guys are really awesome, and they really focus on the taproom experience like we do. And then Four Corners, who like Zach, the brewer over there, is like a longtime friend, and he's been focusing on some smaller batch projects for them.
He's just running down the whole list of all the guests we've had at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Easy. And then us. So, yeah, that should be fun. And then the roasters are going to be Oak Cliff Coffee Roasters, Tweed, who's the roaster for Houndstooth Coffee, and then Cultivar, of course,
Right on.
who's our neighbor and yours up in Denton.
Yeah, they're up here, about a block away from where we are right now. Yeah.
Cultivar is good friends. And then Novel out of Garland as well.
Right on.
Who doesn't have a shop, but they just roast, and their stuff's beautiful. Really nice.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
Awesome.
We've got some. I'm doing 2. Actually, they're both sour wild beers with coffee. So
With coffee.
Yeah. So one of them we did was a really light rye saison, re-fermented with some Blanc du Bois wine grapes.
Nice.
And then the other one is like kind of a kitchen sink type beer, which is like an imperial oatmeal stout with coffee and cascara and chocolate.
Wait,
in maple syrup bourbon barrels.
I was just saying in a maple syrup bourbon barrel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So,
sounds good.
really
and
fun
it's
beers.
still wild fermented?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
these have
crazy.
been sitting around for a while. These are a couple of these are blend. The rye saison actually is a blend of a couple different batches
Right on.
that we also added coffee to. So and Collective's bringing one with blueberries, blackberries, and like this Ethiopian coffee, and then they have one with cocoa nibs and coconut. That should be really nice.
Oh,
too.
nice.
So
Heck yeah.
it'll be a blast. So that's Sunday, the 25th of February.
25th. But you got to get tickets, right? You can't just
Yes.
show up that night.
Yes.
Okay.
So they are actually going faster than we anticipated, and they're not actually just saying that.
Heck yeah, they are.
But yeah, you can get tickets at drinkdarkmatter.com, or if you find our website, smallbrewpub.com, you probably
Go to
can
that.
figure it out. Yeah.
Y'all heard it here. Don't show up day of, expect to get in. You're going to be SOL. All right. So we're going to do some more drinking today. And we're going to talk about why are we here at Summit? Like, this is, I mean, it's crazy. We've got everybody climbing around us and everything. We've been falling off the walls all day. Dude, this is sweet, Kaylin. This is freaking awesome. All right. Do you want to, a little bit about some of the events you've done? Like, we've done a couple of these together where we've gotten to hang out and do some climbing and some drink. Oh, that's perfect. Thank
My
you.
own mic.
Yeah. You got your own mic. Oh, my
big time
goodness.
now.
Hey, are we not going to sing a duet tonight or what?
We are absolutely going to sing a duet. I'll let you pick the song. As long as I know
nice.
half the lyrics, I think it doesn't matter. I can make up the rest.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's
can
fair.
freestyle,
That's fair.
that's fine.
All right, so wait, what are you doing tonight first off?
So tonight
What's the plan?
specifically, we are doing a member party here at Summit in Denton.
Right on.
Beer and climbing doesn't normally go hand in hand, but we throw a lot of parties here, and you can't have a party without beer.
Fair
so
enough.
here at
Well,
Summit, we go through a lot of beer.
We climb and then we drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 It's chill. It's fun. So we normally try to get beer from local brewers. So we're really excited tonight to have Small
Bam.
Brewpub, which we have never featured before at our gym.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. And what are we gonna be doing here shortly?
Well, it's kind of whatever you want, but we'll have rock climbing, we'll have beer. We're going to start off with live music that's played by our members, but eventually once that runs out, things are going to devolve into karaoke, and then it's anyone's game. There will be singing, there will be climbing, a mixture of the two. It's going to be awesome.
Oh man, I wish I had stayed sober. It would have been fun to climb up on a wall and sing a solo. That would have been awesome.
Just hang around, drink some water. I mean, we'll be
Yeah.
here all night.
Okay, I'll
so
sober
you got
this up.
time.
Yeah.
You got time for the climbing
Let
duet.
everything loosen up.
Yeah, I'll
Oh
be
my
there.
gosh. Wait, do we have spotlights too? Do we have spotlights tonight?
We can rig. I don't think so,
Yeah.
but we could rig something. Worst case scenario, everyone's got iPhone flashlight.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
could also do
Just
that.
Strobe this. Yeah, strobe it out.
Yeah, let's make it more dangerous.
Oh, God. It's going to turn into a death trap. We can't get that bad. All right,
No,
we won't get that
it's
bad.
not happening.
But, I mean, you do these events all the freaking
Yes,
time.
if you look at our event calendar on our website, like sometimes I'm overwhelmed by it because I'm still kind of the only one throwing these events. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's always a party, though. There's always something happening. If it's not this, we've got a comp happening in 2 weeks, which is our Footloose comp, which is not only 80s, but it's footless climbing. So you can only use your
Oh.
arms. It's so much fun to watch.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
it's-
I mean,
for
my
me,
little
I don't
new
enjoy
arms,
doing it, but
yeah, I can't do it.
Oh
but
yeah, I'm 2
that'll be
climbs in. I'm like, no, I'm done.
Oh, that'll be
tired.
awesome to watch.
Yeah, it's a
That'll
lot of
be
fun to
really
watch.
cool.
Yeah, and it's 80s.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, everyone's favorite era.
Okay, so I've got to wear like my members only jacket.
Yeah, or else we're not letting you
My-
in.
Okay, fair enough. Shit, I gotta go get a members
Kicking
only
you out,
jacket now.
yeah.
Dang.
Find that on eBay.
I'll go hit Lulabee's. I figure they still got some good stuff, right? Yeah. This is so exciting. And I
Yeah.
thank you for having us here.
yeah, thanks
No,
for coming.
So, unlike normal Free Beer Fridays, where
Mm-hmm.
we're serving just free samples all the time, Josh is going over to the Welcome Center, so he'll have the samples. So if you guys want to try out what we're talking about, Josh is going to be at the Welcome Center. You can try it there. If you want to come and hang out with us here, though, you got to be a member.
So tonight is a members-only event,
What time does that start?
8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll
So
be
at 8.
closed down from 8 p.m. on tonight, but come any other day. We're normally Monday through Saturday we're open till 10. Beer's not normally a part of that, but once we have like our other events, Those aren't members only, like a competition. You can sign up for that. Anyone can come. Anyone can spectate. We welcome anyone to come spectate for our competitions. And there's always beer involved, as well as hamburgers.
Oh, that's
and
right.
veggie
Yeah.
burgers.
Dude, they were out there grilling last time. That
Rain
was
or shine,
awesome.
we grill.
Grill, beer, and climbing.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. The three
Meats,
essentials.
Beef, brew, and climbing.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, and we're going to do some singing tonight.
Yes.
I'm all about this.
Good.
I'm all about this.
Start warming up now.
Yeah, all right, I'll work on my throat.
Yeah.
I'll get there. Well, so anything else we need to know about?
For tonight's event, no, that's about it. So this is an event here at Summit Denton, but we do have 4 other locations in the Dallas area if you care about leaving the Denton area.
Bam.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's all I
Cool.
had. Yeah.
Well, hell, guys, thanks for joining us for another episode of Free Beer Friday. We're going to see you here, see you at the Welcome Center, see you at the Bearded Monk. Let's do some more drinking. It's Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday.
Yeah, it's time to start drinking. Oh, it's Shotgun Friday, too. I didn't bring cans with me. I bet I can convince somebody to bring us some cans, though, so we can Shotgun Friday outside, if that's okay. Okay, yeah. All right, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Kaylin, thank you for having us in here. Like, we're kind of taking up so much space. Right on. All right, fair enough. Guys, have a great weekend. And, I guess I'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Cheers. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.